This is Pramod Parajuli's presentation. Namaste. My name is Pramod Parajuli. Today here I'm going to talk about Unit 1 of Grade 10 English. This unit concerns with good manners and mainly we'll go to the reading part. There is a reading passage and this reading passage concerns with good manners. While talking about good manners, the definitions, the understanding of good manners does not match everywhere the same. While talking about good manners, we need to see the social, cultural aspect of the society or the nation. Because whatever supposed to be good manners in one place might not be considered good in another place. Because society to society, community to community, country to country, good manners are different. Societies or the communities or the country determine what good manners are. Good manners are not always applicable the same way in all parts of the world. In context of Nepal, what are supposed to be good manners might not be considered good manners in other countries because good manners differ from place to place, from country to country, society to society, community to community. Good manners are defined on the basis of that particular place norms and values, traditions and the practice. For example, maybe in some part of the country, it might be good to stand and help, eat. And this may not apply in other society. Or let us see the another example. Let's see, for example, if you finish all the food that you are given, might be considered good in some places, and in some places, the same act might be considered ill-mannered because you finished all. There are many things that you have to maintain your good manners. Okay, like it may be in the field of greetings, your eating manners, your wearing clothes, etc. So some points that you have got over here that we talk about good manners we have to display on are like greetings, clothes, food and drink, doing business, and there are some extra tips. So this is all what you can see here on the screen is related to your textbook. So let me take you back again. Our World Guide to Good Manners means you will be learning how good manners are maintained in the different parts of the countries. It means like country to country, society to society, place to place, manners are different, or let's say good manners are different. For example, in Nepal, most of us, we are Hindus and we do not eat beef, cow's meat. And so if you have got cow's meat or beef, you are ill-mannered. You are not supposed to having good manner. But this does not apply in another countries where Christians are there, Muslims are there. For Christians, eating beef does not matter. they are not counted as ill-mannered or bad-mannered. So let us have a look. Which countries have what kind of manners maintained? There are some lines. It's a background or the introductions to good manners. Let us see. Traveling to all corners of the world is getting easier and easier. What does that mean? Because of the science and technology, because of transportation facilities, the world has been a global village. So this going from one country to another country is quite easier these days. So when we visit to different countries, we have different cultures, social norms and values. So even though it is easier for us to travel different parts of the world, but it doesn't mean this will behave in the same way. Our behavior should be different. You can't say, I used to do these things in Nepal and I want to do this thing in the US or in Korea or in Japan. You have to learn the manners those people accept there. So good manners should be appropriate as per the social and cultural values of a society, community, or a country. So let's move to this next one, greetings. What greetings are followed or observed in different countries? In Nepal, we just say namaste, okay? We join our hands, slightly we bow down, or nowadays we have got different, darshan is also there, pranam is also there, om sai ram is also there, but commonly we say namaste. And while saying namaste, we join our hands and we slightly bow forward. So how should you behave when you meet someone for the first time? In Nepal, when the tourists, or let's say American, Korean, Japanese come to Nepal, they say namaste joining their hands. So when you go to the different countries, what do? An American or Canadian shakes your hand firmly while looking you straight in the eyes. Its meaning is they will shake hands firmly, but strongly, I mean tightly. It is not only they toss while shaking hands, they shake it firmly, and at the same time, their eyes are focused at your eyes, means your eyes to be met while shaking hands. You can't shake your hands and close your eyes or bow down if you meet an American or Canadian. In many parts of Asia, there is no physical contact at all. And especially this is in, in Middle East countries. Middle East countries means like Qatar, UAE, you say Dubai, Saudi Arabia. So physical contact, and especially relating with the women or the girls, is totally prohibited. Even in context of Nepal also, you say we don't have like this physical contact while greeting because we just join the hands, keeping a distance. And its importance is shown now in the world that namaste is the good way of greeting because of the coronavirus. In Japan, you should bow. Bow means you just move forward like this, keep your head a little bit down forward, And the more you respect the person, the deeper you should bow. It means the deeper you bow, you keep your head, bend your head deeper, in you bring it front, uh, downwards, you are better respecting someone else. So depends upon the depth you bow your head. It's connected with the respect you pay to the people. In Thailand, the greeting is made by pressing both hands together at their chest. You see, they join the hands together and they press at their chest as if you are praying and bowing your head slightly. Thailand one. And most of the Thai peoples are Buddhist there. In both countries, it means Thailand and Japan, eye contact is avoided is a sign of respect. Means you do not look at them straightly as American or the Canadian do. If you look at them straight, it means you are not showing your proper respect to them. So this is all about greetings. Now let's talk about the clothes. What kind of the clothes? Many countries have rules about what you should and shouldn't wear. In Asian, the Asian and the Muslim countries, you should not reveal the body. Reveal the body means you do not expose. You should not show your body, especially women who should wear long sleeved. Sleeved means that covers your arms, tops. It means women are not supposed to expose their body parts. As you can find in Nepal, India, or in much more in the European countries and America. Muslim women cover their bodies except keeping their eyes and this front facial part. Most of their body parts are covered, and if they do not cover, it is out of their laws. It is out of social norms and values. So they are supposed to be punished for that. In Japan, you should take off your shoes when entering a house or a restaurant. It meaning, see, at house, okay, it is applied in our countries also there. While entering house, we open the shoes, I mean, take off our shoes, that's fine. But while going to the restaurant, we are not supposed to do that one. But it is done in Japan. Remember to place them together facing the door you came in. So even while removing your shoes or taking off your shoes, see, remember to place them together. Keep that systematically facing the door you came in. Means which side, like sandals or the shoes, whatever you have, that should face the door, and this should be kept together. And the same thing happens in China, Korea, Thailand, and Iran as well. So see, let's see this one: China, Korea, Thailand, almost Buddhists are over here, whereas Iran, Muslims are over there. But however, the Iranian people are also practicing same sort. Now, food and drink. In Italy, Spain, and Latin America, lunch is often the biggest meal of the day. So Latin America, you can understand, USA or Mexico. So in these countries, lunch is often the biggest meal of the day. Biggest meal of the day means they have it in heavy amount. And you see this one, it can last 2 to 3 hours. In our context, in Nepalese context, normally half an hour is there, okay, or maybe 15 to 30 minutes. But they enjoy food, especially lunch, for a long time. And because of these things, in those countries like Italy, Spain, and Latin America, Mexico or like this, they have got long lunch break. Here, many people eat a light breakfast and a late dinner. Light breakfast because they have their lunch a bit later time. Like it's not like ours 9, 10 o'clock or a.m. as we are having. They have around 12, 1 like this. Therefore, they take some light breakfast and late dinner. Late dinner because they are having a heavy lunch. In Britain, you might have a business lunch and do business as you eat. You might have a business lunch. Means you can organize a lunch to discuss, to talk about business. It means the businessmen, the business people can can talk about the business. And in Mexico and Japan, what happens? Let us see. Many people prefer not to discuss business while eating. See the contradiction. Here in Britain, they are having business lunch. Means they can talk about the business while having lunch. Whereas that in Mexico and Japan, they don't like talking about their business while eating. Because for them, lunch is a time to relax and socialize. Socialize means that friendship, being close to them, enjoying. So they don't like to talk about business. And another thing that you have to notice over here is the Japanese rarely drink alcohol at lunchtime. But that some Europeans or Americans, Mexicans, they prefer. In Britain and the United States, they can have a business meeting over breakfast. See a difference. Like Britain, okay, launch business is business launch is also there. In Britain and United States, they can have business meeting over breakfast. Means at the time of this one breakfast, you can have that meeting also there. But however, in China, it is common to have business banquet. This is, banquet is this one is like the feast, the big meal, or let's say as a party like this one. Business party means you can organize a kind of the party to discuss about the business. But however, it doesn't mean that you can talk about the business at the time of eating. So like a kind of party is managed and there is a separate eating time. So at the time of eating, just to enjoy your food, and rest of the time, that party time, you talk about your business. So especially that lunch, that is banquet or that is party is organized to talk about the business. Doing business. In most countries, an exchange of business card is essential for all introduction. Exchange. Exchange meaning is what? Giving and taking of business cards is essential. It's important for all introductions. It means, suppose you are the businessman. You are having the business meet with somebody else, another business person. So at the time of that one, you have to exchange your visiting cards, business cards. So what does that business cards have? That your portfolio, your position, your office name, okay? These things are mentioned over there. Therefore, the person knows about your status and it will be easy for the person to talk to you. So exchanging business card is very important in most of the countries in the world. It includes, your company name, your position in the business cards. Now, if you are going to a country where language is not widely spoken, you can get the reverse side. Reverse side means the back part, back side of your card printed in the local language. Suppose, let's say you are having that meeting, or you are going to talk about, let's say, a Japanese business person. So then at the backside of your card, reverse side of your card, your information should be printed in the local language. Local language means of that language. Suppose you are going to Japan and you are going to talk to the person there, a business person. So in your card, maybe you can print your company name, your positions, or your status, whatever, in your language. But if you are going to Japan and meeting a business person, then you have to write that in that country's language. In Japan, you must present your card with both hands. You must present your card with both hands. Normally we do this here also. And with the writing facing the persons you are giving to, means that writing, whatever is writing part is over there, that should face to the person. I mean, so that he can, so writing should face means it should be easier for that next person to read at the time when you are handing over the card. And continuation of the doing business, let's say in many countries, business hours are from 9 or 10 a.m. or 5 to 6 p.m. This is a busy time. Business hours means that time for busyness. However, in some countries such as Greece, Italy, and Spain, remember the name? Greece, Italy, and Spain, some businesses there, not all, close in early afternoon for a couple of hours. So what is the system is over there? They run their business early in the morning, okay? And during afternoon, for some certain time, 1, 2 hours, 3 hours, like that, they close all the shops, stores, whatever their businesses are there. So for a couple of hours. Then again, they start their business in the evening. And they keep their stores, their shops, their business open till late evening, because during the afternoon they have closed. Japanese people, that business people, consider it their professional duty to go out after work with colleagues. Colleagues means friends, co-workers who are working together, to restaurants, bars, or nightclubs. So what is the meaning of this thing is this: they work whole day, okay? They work very hard. And after that, when their office hour is over, then they go to the restaurants, bars, and the nightclubs with their colleagues. And it is a normal, common practice. And even it is considered as a professional duty for the Japanese people. And if you are invited, suppose you are co-workers, you are colleagues, and if you're invited, you shouldn't refuse. You shouldn't say no, even if you don't feel like staying out late. Maybe you have got some problems at home, or you might have got your personal disturbances are over there. However, you cannot directly say no, because if you say no, it means you are not a social, or you are not being responsive to their invitation. Therefore, it is a common practice over there. So extra tips. These extra tips are useful for you when you travel abroad or different countries. As I just said to you earlier, different countries have got its different social, cultural norms and values. Okay, so you should be aware of those things before visiting those countries. So in many Asian countries, it is acceptable to smack your lips. In many Asian countries, it is acceptable to smack your lips. You guess the meaning of this one, smack here. Smacking your lips when you eat. It means that the food is good. So let's say this one, even also sometimes we do here, when you think that the food is very tasty, it's yummy, then what do you do with your lips? That is smacking lips. Ah, what tasty, what yummy, you say, like that. So your expression is seen by the formation of the lips, or by the way you display your lips, or you produce a kind of uh, satisfactory sound through your lips to indicate that you have enjoyed the meal. In France, you shouldn't sit down in a cafe until you have shaken hands with everyone you know. It means you go to the cafe and different peoples are over there. Okay. So if you have got the people known to you, or if you know the people present over there, then you should go and shake hands with them. And after having shaken hands with them only, you are supposed to sit down. But without shaking hands with them, if you sit down, then you are not considered to be civilized. You are considered to be unsocial. In India and Middle East means here, that is that Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, let's say Qatar, UAE, like these countries, you must never use the left hand for greeting, eating, and drinking. And it applies in the context of Nepal as well. So whether it is for greeting, or while eating, or drinking, okay, or giving something else to somebody else, we are not supposed to use our right hand. Sorry, left hand. We have to use our right hand. Even we try to join our left hand with the right hand. In China, your host will keep refilling your dish unless you lay your chopsticks across your bowl. Meaning is what? Suppose you are having your meal with your Chinese friend there, okay? And when you are full, okay, you don't want any more food, then what you require to do? You have to lay your chopsticks. So chopstick, normally Chinese, like these people, Japanese people, they use chopstick, okay? As we use our hands, or we have practiced using a sponge also, fork and sponge, but they use, we have seen it, so they use chopsticks, and these chopsticks are to be laid or kept across your bowl. And but until and unless that chopsticks are on your hand, then the host or your friend who is giving you, or like receiving you, will think that you are still in need of some food. Therefore, you have to keep your chopsticks across the bowl, and only he understand or she understand that, yeah, been full for that. Now, similarly, let us see some other points over there. Like most South Americans and the Mexicans like to stand very close to the persons they are talking to. See, there is not much gap between these people when they are standing together. Let's say, suppose you have joined a line, you're in a queue, then at the time they can, be very much close to each other. Like as we say now, this coronavirus, and just keep the distance, right? 1 meter or 3 feet or something like that. So it is one. So if somebody comes close to you, to stands close to you, you shouldn't back away, or you shouldn't keep the distance, because somebody coming near to means that one, somebody is trying to be friendly with you. In Russia, you must match your host drink, or they will think you are unfriendly. See the amazing things. Suppose you're having something, or let's say you're having your Coca-Cola, okay? So if your host means the person who offers you food, drink, etc. Okay, you understand that. So when your host offers you drink, then you must match. So extra tips. Most South Americans and the Mexicans like to stand very close to the persons they are talking to. You shouldn't back away. What does this mean? When you go to America or Mexico, and if you find Americans or the Mexicans, they might come very close to you while talking. And when they come close to you in course of your conversation or while talking, you shouldn't back away or you shouldn't step back. Because if you back away, they may think you are unfriendly or you don't like them being near to you. It might produce a negative impact in their understanding about you. In Russia, you must match your host drink. It means your drink and that host drink should match. And if you drink different drink, they might think that you are unfriendly. In Ireland, when you join the social events, gatherings, ceremonies, or different occasions, you are supposed to like sing and dance over there. Because social events normally end with singing and dancing. And if you just remain silent or just you watch the host or the organizers might ask you to sing and you should sing it. It's not a matter of your voice, how your voice is, but it is your attitude, your manner. When you go join with them and sing and even dance, might produce positive impressions upon them. In America, you should eat your hamburger with both hands and as quickly as possible. And remember, you shouldn't have a conversation while eating. At the time of eating hamburger, you are not supposed to take part in the conversation. It's not considered good talking while having hamburger. So these all are about the good manners. So when we are well familiar with the manners of particular place, society, or the country, and when we reach there, go there, definitely we feel comfortable to spend our time there with friends there. You might have noticed in Nepal that the tourists who come over here often have often have a brochure in their hands, because in that leaflets of the brochure, what they are supposed to do here and what they are not supposed to do here is mentioned there. So it is important that you need to know what good manners are while visiting different places in the world. So this is the end of today's class. So we'll see in the next class with new lesson. Till then, have a good day and bye-bye.